What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gishath Park. I hope you are ready to get some nice little dinosaurs on the battlefield. But as far as opening hand goes, yeah, let's go mulligan. Don't really have a green source on this one. It does not sound that enticing. Okay, Savannah, Windswept Heath, Kodama's Reach. We'll keep on this one. Sounds pretty good. Pinus, yeah. I'd love it. Yeah, I'd like to hit that. I'd like to hit a third lane on this one. Make sure we'll be online for Kodama's Reach. Just going to put that on the bottom for right now. That sounds good. Let's go and get the Windswept Heath down, and then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. We are playing Gishath Park, dinosaurs. They love to have some fun. Trample, Vigilance, and Haste. Whenever Gishath deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Playing against Yahenni, Undying Partisan. Haste, whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1 counter on Yahenni Undying, then sack another creature. Yahenni gains indestructible until end of turn. Alright, we do draw into Temple of Triumph. Let's go and crack the Windswept Heath. We'll go and grab a red-green source off that, then we'll get down the Temple of Triumph. That way we'll be, don't really mess that scry up. Okay, so let's go and grab a red-green source. Let's go and grab Stomping Ground. That way we don't have to shock it in later. Not going to pay 2 on this one. Let's go for Temple of Triumph. Let's get that down. Get the scry going. Vernon Catacombs. So we'll be online for Kodama's Reach next turn. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Land in the hand. Thran Dynamo. Yeah, let's see if we can't... Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Let's go put that on the bottom, see if we can't draw into a little bit more action. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Alright, we covered both the commanders. It's free time. We can talk about whatever we want. But yes, this is the first Gishath video that I'm doing since I did the deck tech or the original series on Gishath. So I was really excited to get these dinosaurs going. I did make a couple changes to the deck. I did add Xenagos. For some reason, I just completely missed Xenagos in my initial playtesting. And that was somebody suggested Xenagos. So whoever you were, thank you very much. I'm glad you suggested it because I was... as soon as somebody made that suggestion, I was like, oh man, that's... How did I miss that? That's Trample. That's you get Devotion going. You get a lot of dinosaurs on the battlefield. So we do have we have double red, double white, double green. So I guess as far as this spread goes, let's go ahead and grab one more green source and then one more red source. White's almost a splash in this deck, so we're okay with that. Grab that mountain. Let's put the mountain onto the battlefield. Force goes into our hand. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So, next turn we do have 4 mana. We have the land drop for 5. We can get down Thran Dynamo. If we draw into one of our utility creatures, we can get that down with Thran Dynamo. If not, we're kind of setting ourselves up for a pretty good, hopefully a good Gishath trigger swinging across. Alright, so opponent's going to be swinging in with Yahenni. And then the Doomed Dissenter. Whenever it dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Okay, might be playing against some sort of Yahenni aristocrat style deck. Let's go and get the forest down, and actually that works out perfectly. Let's go for the Thran Dynamo. We'll leave up. Make sure we leave up white mana, and then we get down the territorial hammer skull, and we can tap down a creature whenever it swings in next turn. That sounds perfect. Let's go and tap out for 3. Let's go for white. Get down the territorial. Click on it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get that down, and then anything else. I think we're going to go and pass the turn. Territorial Hammer Skull is actually a really good card. Depends on what our opponent swings in with, but it kind of puts it in a spot to where, you know, we have Gishath, which is a really big dinosaur creature. And we're going to swing in, and it has that trample, so more than likely we're at least going to get that trigger going. But with the Territorial Hammer Skull, you know, if your opponent's going to leave up one of their bigger creatures to kind of stop us from swinging with Gishath, you can use that attack ability, kind of tap that creature down to make sure we push in a really good combat swing. Now, as far as next turn, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking at 8 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be us completely tapping out for Gishath. They don't really have a whole lot of creature presence over on our opponent's side of the board. They're just really looking at Yahenni and then the Doomed Dissenter. What they can do is they can sacrifice it whenever a creature an opponent controls. Yeah, so you know they can sack it to get another zombie, but they're not going to get those extra tokens on there. Yeah, I think let's go for Gishath. You know, we might be running into a counterspell. Not a counterspell. If we run into some sort of removal, then we do have Sun's Avatar and Carnage Glider to kind of follow up with next turn. So I'm okay with going for Gishath on this one. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. Let's go white, and then red, and then 2 more, which is going to be our entire board state. There we go. Get down Gishath, and we'll probably still just go ahead and tap down Yahenni once we swing in with the Territorial Hammer Skull. Alright, swinging in hot. Kind of puts our opponent just on a 1/1 creature, being able to block. Going to tap down Yahenni. And once again, if our opponent, they do have 2 mana up, they have some sort of removal spell, we'll see it come down. If not, then we get this Gishath trigger to kind of stick. Worst case scenario, we're going to be getting 6 coming across with Gishath if they want to chump block with the Doomed Dissenter. Okay, they're going to go for the Territorial Hammer Skull block. Going to tap down Yahenni. And once again, if our opponent, they do have 2 mana up, they have some sort of removal spell, we'll see it come down. If not, then we get this Gishath trigger to kind of stick. Worst case scenario, we're going to be getting 6 coming across with the Doomed Dissenter. Okay, they're going to go for the Territorial Hammer Skull block. I'm going to get the 2/2 zombie on the battlefield, and let's see what kind of... Pop the hood on the Gishath Jeep, see what we kind of flip. That's not too bad. Conjali Sunwing and the Sky Terror. Yeah, I'll take that. Hey, it's better than nothing. Get those on the battlefield and then anything else, and we're going to go past the turn. Now, we can't go for Boar's Charm if we want to next turn. To give Gishath double strike, you know, at this point that would be, depending on how they block, that would be commander damage. So we may end up just kind of rolling out the Sun's Avatar or Carnage Gladiator, just kind of get some good value going. But you can see if you're thinking about building Gishath that, you know, if you just kind of build like this Naya ramp style deck, you can really, you know, if we can't get Gishath online, we have stuff like the Sun's Avatar and Carnage Gladiator. We can simply just hard cast and just be pretty good threats for our opponent. Okay, ooh, and we hit Worldly Tutor. Alright, yeah, let's have some fun. Let's see how they block. Okay, let's go and swing it with the crew. We can at least set up one of the triggers. And if this is a shorter video, hey man, we might make this a shorter video. I thought about kind of slow rolling the Sun's Avatar and Carnage Gladiator out, but with Worldly Tutor, we can kind of... I'm not sure what we're going to search up, but we'll definitely get those triggers on the stack and then start to swing in. Now, if they want to stop commander damage, let's go and swing it with the whole crew. And there's nothing with flying, so we can actually swing it with both of those. Let's go and tap down Yahenni. So they're going to have to block with Gishath on the zombie token for them not to lose to commander damage. It looks like they're not. So let's just go ahead and go for it and see what the triggers. Well, if we do double strike, that'll be commander damage. I want to set up a Worldly Tutor, so we're not going to do that just yet. We could have gone for it, but we're not going to go for that. Let's have some fun. Let's go for Worldly Tutor. See what we're going to put on top. And we make sure that we put a dinosaur on there. We could go for Ripjaw Raptor. We don't really have any sort of... pinging abilities at this point right now. Let's go for the Burning Sun's Avatar. That sounds pretty good. Let's go Burning Sun's Avatar. That's going to be on top. And then we're going to get a full flip off Gishath too on this one. You know, we could be dead to a board wipe next turn. Something like Damnation. That'd be a lot of triggers on Yahenni, especially if they sacrifice another creature. And that was the only one on there. Hey, sometimes it happens. Alright, let's go 3 damage. Yeah, 3 damage up top. And then we'll choose up to 1 more creature. Gets indestructible. They'll have to sacrifice a zombie. I think I'm okay making them force to the sack on this one. I think I like that. Alright. They do go sack for indestructible. Keep Uncle Gary off the battlefield. Puts him down to 8. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which would be just enough for Carnage Gladiator. Do we want to overextend into that? Let's just go for Cultivate. You know, if our opponent has a board wipe, I'd like to have these 2 creatures in the hand, so I'm okay with going for Cultivate on this one. We'll go and go for Mountain and then Forest. Put the Mountain onto the battlefield, Forest into the hand, make the land drop for the turn. Yeah, then we're going to go and pass the turn. Okay. So, but yeah, that earlier flip off Gishath with the Sky Terror and the Conjali Sunwing, that was pretty good and nice flying package that we got down. And Sky Terror, you know, it's only 2 mana, 2/2 Flying Menace, but, you know, you can get some pretty good... indestructible to the turn. Okay, let's see if our opponent's got a board wipe on this one. But you can really put in some work with a 2/2 Flying Menace. Destroy all non-enchantment creatures, extinguish all hope. Okay, and that will make... We can actually go Boros Charm in response, destroy all non-enchantment creatures. Permanents you control get indestructible to the end of turn. I think that sounds good. Let's go for that. Yeah. Make sure there's no Yeah, okay, we can go for that. So we go Boros Charm, they gain indestructible until the turn. I just love thinking about the meteor flying down from Earth. Erebos is throwing that down there, and Gishath's like, nah, I'm throwing up his little tiny T-Rex arms, like, nah, we got this, fam. Okay, that's a nice little Gishath video right there. So, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks, bye. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Gishath Park. I hope you're excited to get some nice little dinosaurs on the battlefield. Maybe try and outrace them with your little... Gishath Park Jeep, I don't know. Let's have some fun. Let's get the graveyard popped up. But yeah, as far as opening hand, I love this. We have Rootbound Crag, we have Sacred Foundry. We do have 3 visits to grab another forest, and then Cultivate to kind of hopefully get a little bit ahead on mana. So I will definitely take that. And we're playing against the Scarab God, so it should be a fun matchup on that one. See if the Scarab God can't convince some of our dead dinosaurs to rise from the grave or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we draw into, but more than likely we'll just probably get down the... Oh, draw into Misty, I'll take that. Let's go ahead and get the Misty down. That way we can play the Crag next turn. Anything else? Now we're going to go and pass the turn. We're playing Gishath, Gishath Park. Trample, Vigilance, and Haste. Whenever Gishath deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put any number of dinosaur cards among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Playing against the Scarab God. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, or X the number of zombies that you control. Then for 4 mana, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. In addition to its other types? No, just a black zombie. Alright, we got Gravecaller swinging in for 2. And then let's go ahead and see if they have anything. Yeah, we'll go and crack the Misty. Probably go and grab the Stomping Ground off that. That would have to shock it in later. I think that sounds good. Actually, would you go Sheltered Thicket? That way we don't just run into a tap lane. That'd be pretty good too, actually, to go for. Let's see if we draw into a Mana Dork. Just draw into a regular forest. Now, we will not be online for Cultivate, but we can go for 3 visits. So let's go and go for Rootbound Crag, because that is a forest mountain. Let's go 3 visits, and I'm probably going to grab a green-white source. That sounds pretty good. Tap out for 2. Hopefully we can just kind of outrace the Scarab God. That'd be pretty good. Temple Garden and the Scattered Groves. Yeah, we'll grab that one. Get on the battlefield. Then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, we do have Noxious Revival in the hand, and we can use Noxious Revival to make sure that we get a dinosaur on top of our library. But if our opponent does go for some sort of Scarab God activation on something out of their graveyard, we can use Noxious Revival as a way to kind of negate that activated ability. So it's something we need to keep in mind. But it's something we can do, but we'll see exactly what we want to go for. But yes, welcome to Gishath. We've covered both the commanders. Free time. We can talk about what we want. I did make a couple changes to the deck. I added Xenagos to the deck, which was really good. Somebody suggested that. Thank you to whoever did. It goes perfectly in the deck, and I don't really know how I missed it. Sometimes I miss random cards like that work really well, which is a bummer, but hey, it happens. We're drawn to Clifftop Retreat. Let's go ahead and let's go for Cultivate. If we can just ramp before our opponent gets down the Scarab God, and then we can get down the Avatar and start gaining a bunch of life, definitely like that. Do we need to go for another Plains? We have way okay on red and green. Yeah, we'll go for Plains, and then grab one more red source. Let's put the Mountain onto the battlefield. Plains goes into the hand. Let's get down the Sacred Foundry. Put that into play tap. That way we don't pay any life on that. Because those activations, these upkeep triggers do add up on the Scarab God. Anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Now, if we wanted to, we could Noxious Revival and Cultivate, but to be honest, I'm not running that many basics in here. So if we had a few more basics, we could go for that. We may not have 2 searchable basics. I think we do, but I'd hate to whiff on that one. So we'll just kind of leave it, hopefully to grab a little bit extra value. All right, opponent gets down Liliana's Reaver. Death Touch, deals combat damage player, discards a card, get a 2/2 black zombie. Well, if we want to, if we're going to set up Gishath, we can let that Liliana kind of swing through, and then we can discard one of our dinosaurs, put it on top with the Noxious Revival. So we'll see what we're going to go for with that. Alright, so we get it for 5. It's going to put us down to 19. We do need to get something going because they do have at least 10 coming across, which is going to put us down to 9 next turn. So we need to get some sort of action going. See, we draw into another land. It's not exactly what we wanted to see. That will put us at 6 total mana, though. Then 7 next turn for the Avatar. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Clifftop Retreat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 10 coming across next turn. We have to discard a card. Noxious Revival for Gishath. If we're going to set it up, can't attack or block alone. Doesn't really do much by itself with the Bonded Horncrest. Yeah, let's go Bonded Horncrest. Maybe if they completely tap out. Yeah, because we go Sun's Avatar. We'll see. We'll see what we draw into. We'll get that down. And the next time we go for Sun's Avatar, that'll be 5 life. Then maybe we can string together some other stuff. You know, we will have Noxious Revival online if we want to discard it to the Liliana's Reaver. But I think at this point, now that I think about it, we may just want to chunk one of our basics into the graveyard instead of going for the Avatar, because we may need to just cast it next turn just to kind of stay alive. Now, our opponent did hit their 5th land drop for the turn, but unfortunately it was a Temple of Deceit, a Scry land, so that's actually going to work out in our benefit because they can't get the Scarab God down. Because that would actually put us in a spot to where they get down the Scarab God, they have 3 zombies on the battlefield, and they get the activation. Ooh. Risen Executioner. Okay. Alright, and that does kind of amplify the... that's going to be 13 coming across next turn, so we'll see what they've got going on. Can't block. They have to go and let this swing through. Alright. Swinging for 13. It's going to put us down to... put us down to 6, and we're going to have to discard a card. We're just going to get rid of the plains, since we have a lot of white sources out there. And let's see what we draw into. Draw into a Thran Dynamo. Yeah, I'm afraid we can't really get out from underneath this. It's going to get the mountain down. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough for Gishath. It's looking at 7 mana. We get him for the Sun's Avatar. That's going to be 5 life. Puts us back to 11. But we can still block. Yeah, we're not dead. We're not dead yet, but it's not looking good. Depending on how they swing out. Get on the Sun's Avatar. We're going to gain 5, go to 11. It's going to have Death Touch, so let's say we let the 6 go through. Yeah, well, we'll see how they want to swing in. Actually, no, I think we are dead. Because even if we just chump block on the Gravecrawler, on the Liliana, that's still going to be enough for them. We'll see, maybe they mess up or something like that. Why not? We'll just go and play it out. But who knows, they might. If they mess up something, then we could potentially kind of get out from underneath this. But we'll see. See what's going on. We are at 11. Yeah, because that's going to be... if we block on Liliana, that's going to be 11 swinging across. That'll be 7. Yeah, I think either way it's going to be 7. So it just kind of depends on if they don't send the whole crew in. If we don't really have to, maybe we can swing it with Gishath next turn and kind of get some good stuff going. Or if they completely tap out for the Scarab God. We do have to watch out for the activations. We have to get really lucky with Gishath. But we'll see exactly how they kind of want to spread it out. Oh, no swinging. Okay. I'll take that. We'll gain a little bit of life. Sylvan Library. Okay. Let's go and get the forest down. And it's better than nothing. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have enough for that. So let's go for Gishath. It's going to be 1, 2. Tap for white. There we go. Yeah, it's weird. Some of the mana, we're going to gain 7 off that. Go to 18. 17, excuse me. And I guess we're just going to go ahead and pass the turn. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 5 next turn, Scry. It's going to be a little brutal, but we'll see how they end up going for it. We're going to try our best, though, to get it from underneath it. But yeah, sometimes when you tap some of the mana, it kind of like, it gets down to the end, like I haven't paid enough. And there's earlier I was playing, I've been working on Yidris, so you might be seeing Yidris this week sometime. I was working on Yidris, and like let me, like somehow like it glitched and let me cast Yidris for 3 mana. I was like, what the heck? So I just tapped a mana and it passed to my second main phase. Alright, opponent's got the Scarab God activations. Can scry 5, lose 5. Now if they do swing in this turn, we have 3 blockers. We can still get a pretty good chunk of these creatures off the battlefield. And the good thing about the Scarab God activations, there's not really a whole lot of stuff out there right now. Lich Lord, okay. It's kind of turned into the... But you can see where, I ended up going... If you like the Scarab God, I have some videos of the Scarab God. But you can see where I ended up just going... reanimated with Scarab God, but you can see going zombies with it is just absolutely brutal. You get those zombie lords out there and start getting those scries. Scry 5 a turn and then they lose 5. Really adds up. Afflict 2. It attacks, it isn't blocked, draw a card. Okay. I love that art too. Ooh, looks good. Let's see if they're going to swing in on this one. We got Liliana's Reaver. And if that's the only one that swings in, at this point we're just going to go and let that swing through. Okay, let's going to do the dino dance on that one. Now we've got Noxious Revival. Does that do anything at this point right now? No, not really. Drawn to Wooded Foothills. What we need is creatures. Let's go ahead and get down Sylvan Library. Let's go for Thran Dynamo. We'll get that down. We'll get the Wooded Foothills up. More than likely, we might be dead next turn. This is a pretty good zombie. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be 7. Puts us down to 5. Activation off the Lich Lord. Yeah, we should be dead next turn, but who knows? Crazier things have happened. But we'll just go and kick it over to our opponent. Let them kind of do their thing. Maybe they don't go for the activation, or they just create a zombie or something. They don't see it. But yeah, we'll get down Sylvan Library, and we'll go and leave the Wooded Foothills uncracked because we are at 12. We don't really want to die to our own doing. But you know, in some weird case scenario to where maybe they don't go for that activation, then we can kind of shuffle our library up to Sylvan Library if we want to get a few other creatures. But yeah, unfortunately, you can see with Gishath, and you know, I'm probably going to go and post this video up because this is a really good Scarab God showing as far as zombies go. But you can see where Gishath is fun. It's a lot of fun to play, but sometimes you kind of have a little bit of these clunky hands to where if your opponent gets some really good pressure on you really quick, it's a little hard to kind of capitalize on Gishath's ability. So, but we're still having fun, and always like to see a good zombie deck. It's always very enjoyable. Let's see if they're going to swing in, or actually probably going to go and go for that activation off the Lich Lord. Flashback Marauder, okay. Each player sacks a creature, and let's see, I guess we'll just go and sacrifice the Bonded Horncrest. Yeah, I think we'll just go for that at this point right now. Get out of here, Bonded. Sorry, buddy. We have Noxious Revival if we didn't put that on top, but I think we'll just go and pass it. All right, see if they're going to swing in. We got the whole crew swinging in. That's going to be 10, 5. Yeah, that is lethal right there. Bring it in. I'll take a zombie death any day. And our opponent could have gone for the Lich Lord activation during the upkeep to go for it, but they opt to go for some combat damage, which is A-okay. So go and swing in. We're going to lose 2 life off the Afflicted. There's not really any way that we can get this block going. None of our creatures have lifelink, and either way you're going to be dead to a whole crew of zombies out there. But you can see the Scarab God putting some work with the actual zombie tribal. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.